Hello, my name is Ryan Cox, and today I'm going to be talking about the Walt Disney Company and homosexuality. Kind of a broad overview of where the company's been with it, where the company stands with it, and where the company's going with it. Um, so, to start off in a simple phrase, Walt Disney Company accepts homosexuality. They look for people of all different walks of life. That's something that they have been supportive of and they endorse. For example, in my orientation with the company, they actually said that they're looking for people in all different walks of life, so that way it can give them a different um, expanse and horizon of ways to see things, new ways to interact with things. So, in a short, Disney does accept homosexuality. And an example of this also is Tom Shoemaker, who is one of the executive animators, helped work on The Lion King. He is an open gay, has been since he's been in the company, and Disney is fully supportive of it and fully supportive of him. And speaking of that support, one of the things that Disney supports with is its benefits. Now, this is actually something that's going to come into play a little bit later in the conversation, but with Disney's benefits towards homosexualities, they offer the same benefits for homosexual couples as they do for straight couples. So, partners and domestic partnerships have the same benefits as a married couple. So, um, that's going to be a hot topic issue, like I said, a little bit later on in the conversation, but they do offer the same benefits. Now, within the Disney that everybody knows, so all the animated features, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Lion King, all of those, there's never an openly gay couple. There's never openly gay themes. However, Disney owns a ton of satellite and affiliate companies, so ABC Family, Miramax, tons of publishing companies. They have within those openly gay themes and openly gay characters. For example, on ABC, one of the shows that it has that's won awards, Modern Family, it follows it follows multiple families, and one of the families that it follows is an openly gay couple who's adopted a child. It talks about the struggles that a gay family would have in today's modern life. And for example, also on ABC is Ellen DeGeneres. She came out as an open lesbian. It was a big deal. Gained a lot of support in the gay community as following her and supporting her. And one of the publishing companies that Disney has, they put out a book that actually caused a bit of controversy that it builds up into something we'll talk about later. But the book was called Growing Up Gay, and it talks about the struggles of growing up gay. So within each of Disney's companies, they do show support for homosexuality. And while like the actual Disney name that people know, like the animated features, might not show that same kind of support, it is still Disney's view as a company that it supports homosexuality, that that's something that it endorses, and that it's something that it approves of. So, um, in that respect, you can kind of see that Disney has that is something that they approve of. It's something that they are in full support of. Now, in the discussion of Disney and homosexuality, the one topic that's probably going to come up more than any other topic is Disney's Gay Days. What Disney's Gay Days is a 6-day period at Walt Disney World. That's a 6-day gay pride event. It's not something held by Disney specifically. It's not something endorsed by Disney. It's just a gay pride event where people show up to Disney. They tell their employees to treat it like any other workday, just still show their same courtesies, but it's nothing really special or different. Now, like I said, it's a 6-day period of time to where people show up in red shirts, and it's their way to show support as being either supportive of homosexuality or to show that they're open homosexuals. Now, when the event started in 1991, when it started, there were only 3,000 people that showed up in support of the event. Then by 95, it had moved up to 10,000 people. Nowadays, over the course of the 6-day period, 150,000 people show up. To put that in perspective, Walt Disney World is made up of 4 different theme parks: Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. 150,000 people is enough to completely fill Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios completely to capacity. That's just people doing Disney's Gay Days. To this day, it is the largest gay pride event in America. For they have special accommodations they make for families who didn't know, who just show up, and there's if they're offended or anything like that, they'll if they're wearing red, they'll give them another T-shirt. But really, Disney just treats these days, for the most part, as business as usual. No special shows, no special anything like that. It's just another day at Disney for them. Now, between these three things, Disney's company views on homosexuality, Disney's satellite's views on homosexuality, and Disney's gay days, there has been quite a bit of controversy and quite a bit of uh, disagreement towards Disney by some people. Um, and this led to, actually, in 1997, a boycott of Disney and all of its affiliates by the Southern Baptist Convention. Now, they weren't the only ones to boycott. Later on, the American Family Association got on board, but their main argument was that uh, there's a certain family structure, being one man, one woman, the traditional nuclear family, and then there's Disney trying to ruin this and break down these family structures. And they had always seen Disney as a family company, supporting family values, and had kind of like grown up that way, but they're kind of getting away from that. So they decided to just outright boycott it, boycott everything that Disney puts out and that kind of thing, not watch the TV shows. This boycott actually went on for 8 years. It went from 1997 to 2008. They ended up dropping the boycott, still saying that they're keeping an eye on Disney and that Disney still needs to stay within bounds. But the boycott did go on for 8 years. Some of the things they would do is they would actually, during the gay days at Disney, they would fly banners over the park warning people who didn't know, saying, warning, get Disney gay days, and have the dates up there. There were all sorts of things that they would do. They would hold protests, and it actually got pretty intense for a bit. Bottom line, as far as financial goes, Disney was never affected too much, but and Disney never really stepped in and tried to do anything about it. And the way Disney defended, say, their gay days was they said that, it's not something that they endorse, it's not something that they, um, support. They're not going to tell people they can't come into the park because they're wearing red. That's just not, who Disney is. And Disney does support homosexuality, but it's not, they don't treat the day any differently. But, for some people, that just wasn't enough. So, like I said, the boycott lasted about 8 years and stopped. And since then, there's been small boycotts by smaller companies in and out, just from time to time, but nothing to that degree, nothing to the degree that, the American Family Association and the Southern Baptist Convention were able to put forward. So that was kind of a big deal there for a bit, and it was kind of a hot topic issue there for a bit. But, like I said, the boycotts dropped off, and at this point, it's kind of been a bit more civil. Now, after all this, things calmed down. There actually hasn't been a whole lot of talk or anything like that as far as controversies or disagreements towards Disney and their stance on homosexuality. I mean, there's still people that disagree with it, but there hasn't been really a whole lot of open movements or anything of the sort. Um, Now, as far as the future of where Disney is going with this, some animators are saying that it's not long before there's an openly gay characters. But again, that's just the animators talking. Nobody really knows for sure. Disney as a company, they're still standing by their stance of, they support homosexuality, they support people from all different walks of life, and it's something that they're going to continue to support, continue to endorse, and to continue to move forward with. So as for the future of the company, it's kind of hard to say where they're going to go. My personal opinion is that it will get to the point to where the animated feature will start featuring homosexual couples and things like that, just because of the direction that the company has been moving in. Again, that's my opinion, but as for the future of the company, that's kind of where it's going now, and that's kind of where Disney and homosexuality stand in a nutshell.